Oh my goodness. The time has come again, fellas. Fellas. How are we doing tonight? Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. We're almost there. Everybody's working for the weekend. Good evening to Owens. Good evening to Bunny. How we doing tonight? Welcome in. Me here. How's it going? How is it going? I have been working hard, man. They got me working me ass off. Like seriously, they got me fucking. It's only Wednesday. I'm already at 30 hours. And they asked me if I wanted to work on Saturday. I was like, no. I'm good on that, Chief. I'm good, actually. Thank you. I got the new fire-looking horse girl. Dude, Musume's been going crazy. I know we're on an accelerated schedule and all that good stuff, but they are throwing gems our way. The new character designs look pretty cool. Everything is just going smooth, right? I was gonna say I was told, but I was looking online kind of like, hey, what is the cool stuff that is coming to the game as like a little roadmap, right? And everybody's been losing their damn minds over the new character, the one that came out today, not specifically the horse, but the support card. Personally, I think it's cooler to pull for the characters, not the cards, but apparently the cards are like gameplay modifiers, right? If that makes any sense. So we have, what's her freaking name? It's like Kita-san, and she's wearing like some Shrine Maiden type fit. Apparently she's crazy. Like, you must get this because she's the best thing that's going to be coming out for a minute, and then after that you can just save your gems. Save your gems until you get vibes, you feel me? Save your gems until there's a character that comes out that you go, ooh, I want that. Because the one that was up before this one, I was like, she don't look that cool. And her name was like Biwa, something like that. But Kita-san, like, she has a cool design, but the support card is apparently crazy. I haven't gotten a chance to really play it today. I did do my polls, but I didn't get that card. I got something else, right? Can't really remember what it is now. And I do think that the new characters look cool too, but I'll hold off on polling for them just for now, because like they just came out, so I'll give it a minute. But how we doing today? I see Bunny says meh even. I understand. We talked about this briefly the other day, man. It's just every single day is some new fuck shit going on in the world, so a little hard for me to pretend everything is all, you know, 2 thumbs up, good vibes, all that, because holy shit. You know? On the plus side, shitty people right now are having a really bad time, and they rightfully deserve it. So, are we at a tipping point? I've learned not to be an optimist, but maybe we're at a tipping point. I don't know why I said it like that. I hate to be an optimist, like a fucking transformer. You get the vibes. But yeah, I was working late yesterday and it was hot as shit, and if I had gone live, I would have just been rambling to myself like a madman. So, you know, no stream yesterday, yes stream today, and I will do my best regardless of like work tomorrow. I'm gonna do my best to go live tomorrow because that new DK joint is coming out tomorrow, and I am so excited. I can't remember the last time I was excited for a game to come out like this. I guess it had to have been Monster Hunter Wilds, and I hate to say it, man, they need more content for that game. They drop little twinkles of content here and there, and then go, I'll see you guys in 3 months, and that just ain't gonna cut it, bro. On top of that, this hasn't happened to me, but apparently there's been a lot of negative reviews for performance on that game, which breaks my damn heart, because Monster Hunter World I think it still is my favorite game ever. So Wilds being kind of mid right now, it really is disappointing. I feel like it's just, you can get the armor and weapons you want, but it just, why? You know, you craft what you want, you're kind of good. There's no crazy end game to that game right now. And I know it just came out. They're gonna add content to it like they always do. By the time it's over, we'll probably have a bunch of tempered monsters and arc tempered monsters and cool weapons and decorations and all that. But right now, I like the new shit came out for that game like half a month ago. I have had no interest to hop back into Monster Hunter. It breaks my damn heart. I'll fight Lagaya Chris or whatever the hell it's called. I'll fight him another day. Haven't seen much of the new DK because I want to stay clear of spoilers, but the game does look gorgeous. I was told that spoilers were going sicko mode online, and me personally, like right before a game comes out, I just stay completely clear of YouTube, TikTok even, and Twitch, believe it or not. Like, you would be surprised if you'll just see a thumbnail on somebody's stream and it'll be like, I'm fighting the final boss of Donkey Kong and I'm only playing with one hand and the other hand is in a jar full of bees, and every time that I take damage in the game, I kick the jar and the bees go crazy. Just play the fucking game, you weirdo. But I get it, folks. Spoilers for the game are bonkers. This shit is technically not even out. That's what's crazy. Anywho, let's talk about a game that is out. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Happy Zenless Zone Zero 2.1 day. There is a new character. I'm gonna go ahead and pause that. And we're ready to party. This music is depressing, so we're gonna go... yeah, let's go to 6th Street. Yeah, here we go. Welcome in, everybody. For those whom don't know, the new character's name is Yuzuha. She is the second support character to ever come out in the game, which means that automatically, she's incredible. I don't, that's it. Like, she's incredible. So, I'm gonna take the face cam off for like 2 seconds just to show you guys, because this is a cool thing about this game. S rank signal guaranteed in 82 searches. So if we get an early one, cool. If we don't get an early one, it's okay. I'm actually gonna try the new character tonight. She seems very good. Dude, if it's a support character in this kind of game, she's automatically incredible. Just from experience, you just know, you know? What she is basically, you know, Astra, right? She is basically Astra, but for anomaly characters. Astra is good for physical attackers, rupture characters, and stunners, but Yuzuha is what Astra is, but for anomaly characters, who are in a really good spot right now. You know, like Miyabi's still the GOAT. Alice is coming. She's gonna be incredible with pretty much everybody. And yeah, she does have a really cool design, right? Okay, we've talked about this on stream a couple of times already, but you know how I say I go on the subreddit for Zenless Zone Zero because, you know, I want to see what do people think, ups and downs, like what is the vibe, right? It's always important to know what the vibe is. Unfortunately, the ZZZ Reddit has kind of become like Goonerville, Gooner Central, fucking Goon Lagoon, dare I say. And I know I make jokes every now and then, like I'll put the screen on Jane and I'll be like, good googly moogly, blah, 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 blah. But in all seriousness, like, we need to bring back shaming people for being fucking cringe. Because they're like, I'm not gonna show it on here. You do your own research. This should be the guaranteed S rank, and it is a 50-50. I don't have a guarantee here. So we'll fucking see. What was I saying? Yeah, there it is. Soft pity. But is it her? So look, I love this game, I really do. But the community for it makes me embarrassed for many reasons. It is embarrassing. And this is one of the reasons why. Because of Piper. Like, quite literally. I don't want to get into it too much, because we've already talked about it before, and it's a very uncomfortable thing, but it's like, bro, if you have the undeniable urge... Fuck! Okay, we lost that. It's okay. This game has been very good to me, so I was expecting to lose a 50-50 at some point. I'm not even mad. If there was a way to look back on my history and see exactly how many to see how many of the 50-50s I've won versus how many I've lost, y'all will be like, damn, bro, you can't be mad. I feel like since this game has come out, I've only lost 3 or 4 50-50s. You know, very, very livable, reasonable losses, let's say. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the ZZZ stuff too much more, because it's just like, holy shit. People are saying the cringiest, horniest stuff about Yuzuha, about Alice, about characters that should seriously not be sexualized whatsoever, but they are. And it just makes me embarrassed that I love this game, because it reminds me of, oh, early 50-50 or early S rank. I fuck with that. What was that? That was like 40 polls. Feels good, man. Of all the people to lose 50-50 to, yeah, Coleta will never see the light of day, bro. That was I used her on like every team that I could throw her into, but all right, here we go. I want to see what it looks like when you got her. That's not her. Okay. Look at the little raccoon, by the way. That is so cute. Love it, love it. Good energy. All right. I need to actually do her demo. Oh yeah, there's a new Bang Boo too. Look at this one. I saw the preview for. What the fuck is this? Miss Esme. Is she from the Spook Shack, or is she from something else? Actually, hold on. I don't actually know. Oh, Spook Shack. Yeah, there you go. Cool. All right. And the more pulls. Woo! These aren't as exciting because they're just like brute force, but it's just funny that it's like a miniature version of the pull system, but for the fucking damn. That's a fat pull. But yeah, funny enough, same. Zenless has been incredibly good to me. It's just good vibes, man. I saw a lot of people online that got multiple S ranks in a 10 pull or very early 10 pulls. It just, the vibes in this game are different, man. Complete opposite vibes of Genshin. Genshin is nothing but bitching. Let's go! Genshin is nothing but bitching. Star Rail is like doing a good job. Nothing negative to say there. Well, for most people. For me, I'm a little like, can we shut the fuck up and play the game? Because they're kind of dragging their feet, in my opinion, and I don't really like that. I've never heard her voice until now. Sounds good, Chief. And then Zenless is like, we don't really talk about the story too much, but it's pretty good. We just need to figure out where it's going, right? That's what it is. They have established good mysteries. They've established the world and how fucked up it is. I'm excited to see where the story for this game goes. It could fall flat, but you know, just keep it simple and we'll be fine. What do I want for her? Oh, really? That's not what I expected. All right, let's do this. And because oh yeah, she needs a new material. Whoops. Yo. After doing her demo, I'm going to use my guarantee on her. She's worth it. I would say she's worth it. Literally, dude, like, you gotta remember that characters like this that are supports, they have the most longevity in games like this, you know? Think about even the 4-star supports in Genshin, not even the 5 stars. Think about Bennett, Zhangling, Shincho, I don't know how to say his name properly. The characters that stick around on people's teams the longest are the ones that have support utility. The more niche they are, the more it sucks ass to use them, but that doesn't mean that they're not good, you know? So a character like Yuzuha, who is a support for a whole freaking, like, she's the anomaly man. She's the incredible morphing anomaly man. So, okay, wait, fuck. I don't remember who I put her stuff on. Uh-oh. Hold on. I can figure this out. I want to say it was either Piper or no, it was Lucy. It was Lucy. I remember why I did this. Excuse me, gang. Sorry, I was working very hard today. Did I not give her anything? This might be a bit of a scuffed build, but I know I prepped for it. But yeah, man, if there was any doubt in your mind if you should pull her or not, I'm telling you, you should pull for her. Like, if it were a DPS, I would give the warning that I always give, which is, hey, if you pull this character, the odds of them getting power crept, it could happen by the next patch, right? So be aware of that when you spend your hard-earned gems and or wallet to get a character, right? They could get power crept the next fucking day, bro. That's just a fact of life, right? There ain't nothing we can do about that. All right, I need support. Oh yeah, she's like, the Spook Shack is all about like ghost hunting or some shit, right? She's going right on my Miyabi team. Yeah, that is what you should do. A good team would be her Yanagi Miyabi or her Vivian Miyabi. But either way, you gotta throw Miyabi in there, cause goddamn. Matter of fact, let me see if I can throw her on one of these teams right now. Yeah, see? We'll swap this around just a little bit. And instead of Bernice, we'll do Yuzuha. So it'll be her Miyabi. Wait! Yeah, this is fine. And then we could leave Snap, but I kind of want to try the new bang. Oh, right, I didn't level her up. That's fine, then. I should have done her character demo too. So I'm probably gonna play her like hot ass, but it's okay. You wanna know the thing that made me go, I need to get this character? Did you know that the way that she works, she copies people's elemental effect, right? So you do this. Damn, that looked good. And now, instead of doing assault, she is copying whatever the element is that is being activated right now. And in case you don't know, there are two unique... There she is again! There are two unique elements in the game right now, right? One of them is Miyabi's Frostburn, Frostbite, whatever the fuck it's called. The other is Yishuan's Ink thing, which I forget what it's called right now. Because there are a lot of like cool, unique effects in this game right now. Point is, Yuzuha can copy not just ice, she can copy unique elements like Frostburn, Frostbite, whatever the fuck is. I think it's called Frostburn. So it's basically, this might sound like an exaggeration. Low key, it's kind of like having two Miyabis on the team. And if you don't want that, you're lying. So obviously I need to still, you know, do her demo so I can figure out what the fuck she does and how she does it. Also, look at the vibes on this team, dude. The fact that it's two Umbrella homies and Miyabi. I like that. It has nothing to do with gameplay. It's just good aesthetics, right? Right now I'm just doing this so that I can max out her weapon because it's at level 50. I looked at her weapon, the little, it's called like metamorphotanuki, something like that. I looked at it. I don't think it's a very good weapon. I think it's unnecessary. Meanwhile, the character that is coming out this patch after her, Alice, she fucking needs her weapon so bad. Also, her weapon's really good. I wouldn't say it's general purpose, but it's really good. So I kind of already mentally decided I'm not gonna get Yuzuha's weapon. I'm gonna get Alice's weapon. All right, but we can take a look at it because it is it's a very cute design for the engine. W engine, which is literally what they're called, or the Wenjin. I wonder. This is gonna sound like a joke. Do you guys think that the W stands for weapon? I actually think it does. Wait, why can't I do this? Was I not grinding support? Yeah, I was. What the fuck? Game? Do I not have enough? Oh my lord, I might not have enough. No. 11 isn't enough? God damn, it takes that much? That is pretty worth it though. Alright, let's try her demo so that we are actually using her the way that she's supposed to be. What? Hold on. Let's get a shouty going, my boy. Bop, 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 bop. What's going on, man? Good evening. How you doing? There we go. Yo! You were playing Uma Musume? That's amazing. How are you doing? How are you liking it, first of all? We were just talking about that game when stream started. Friendly advice for anybody playing that game right now. There is a support card that is available right now. It's called Kita-san Black. Get it. No matter what you do. Get that damn card. If you don't, you will regret it. It's apparently like the best card for a hot minute, if that makes sense. But yeah, we love that game here. Like, Uma Musume is going crazy. I will try so hard. I'm thinking about dropping money. They do have good little starter kits if you're new to it, but because we're on an accelerated schedule with that game, they're also going to just throw gems your way. Just make sure you pay attention to like when the banner ends, and just make sure that you get it before then. That's really it. Also, hello to Dim Sum. I dropped some money in that card. It's worth it. If you did, yeah, no regrets. That card is nasty, nasty busted. It's so good. I was playing so many things actually, but Horse Girl game is great. I feel that. We've been stacking games like crazy here, man. I've been playing Mecha Break. I've been playing this, obviously. Like, I'll never stop playing this for as long as I live. I've been playing Uma Musume, and tomorrow Donkey Kong's coming out. I am so excited for DK. I am so excited for DK. When Yuzuha's EX special attack and ult hits enemies with heavy attacks, they inflict Sweet Scare, and the enemy will subsequently be attacked by basic attack Sugar Burst Sparkle and Sugar Burst Sparkle Max. When enemies in this state are first hit by an attack of matching attribute from the active character, Flavor Match will be triggered, and subsequent basic attack Sugar Burst Sparkle, okay, will be converted to that character's attribute. There you go. So basically, just hit an enemy with an element, and her little Sugar Bursts are going to change to that element, right? So we'll do this, and now that activates it, and now I hit, yeah, see? So now her little sugar bursts are doing ether damage. She's that simple too. That's the best part. She's a very powerful character, but she's so easy to use. Oh man, she's gonna be so good. I want to switch to so bad. I would say it's worth it. Right now, it's totally worth it because it gives you access to the GameCube library if you have the Nintendo Switch Plus, whatever the hell they call it these days. And they shadow drop Mario Strikers. I haven't even gotten to play it yet. They dropped it so suddenly, I didn't even get to see. Like, I had no prep time to get into it. It was fucking crazy. I got a raid and run though, but I'll be lurking. Take care. Dude, thank you for the raid. Thank you. If you got a raid and run, man, by all means. And for the people who came in with the raid, hi. I did not introduce myself. My name is Nacho. We do a little bit of everything around here. I do play Star Rail. I do play Zenless Zone Zero. I do play Uma Musume, though that is new, so we'll see where that goes. I also do Nuzlocke and play a lot of Capcom games. But at the end of the day, man, we just play whatever we want here. I am finishing the Battle Network series. I still have Battle Network 6 in the back pocket. We need to round that out. And tomorrow we're playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. That'll probably be a full playthrough. I don't know how long that game is. I don't want to know. We're just going to play it and go, 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 go. So if you guys, if any of that sounded interesting to you, you're in the right place. I'm still waiting for Pokemon Coliseum. That's going to be fun. I have extremely fond memories of Pokemon Coliseum because I was 10 years old, and for Christmas Day, well, Christmas Eve because I'm Dominican, we opened up our presents and boom, Nintendo GameCube. Boom, boom, Mario Kart Double Dash. Brah, brah, Pokemon Coliseum. I was overjoyed, man. And then I played that game all Christmas break. So, pretty fond memories of that. I'm sure everybody has, like, fond gamer memories when they were just youths, right? Yuzuha can gain sugar point through EX, special attack, chain attack, ultimate defensive assist, basic. Okay, so she can just get it through anything. When the active character's attack hits an enemy, it triggers basic attack, hard candy shot around the enemy. When hard candy shot hits an enemy under sweet scare with a heavy attack, Yuzuha consumes a sugar point to perform a sugar burst sparkle. It's a lot of word salad, but basically, you make sure that they have a sugar stack, and then you hit them, and now the sugar is of the same element as the character that is on the field. And here's the craziest part. I didn't even bring this up yet. This character is so finely tuned for the anomaly playstyle, they even made it so that her sugar stacks can't proc. As in, like, when an enemy gets their element, like, maxed out, it's supposed to pop, right? Yuzuha is built mechanically so that her sugar stacks can't pop. Which means that you're basically getting the maximum amount of value when you actually do pop it. Because if she's not built for it, if it's not the right combination you need, it can just be like a giant waste of damage. She has a limiter built in, and it's a good thing. You don't want her being the one that procs it. She helps to accelerate it, but you don't want her being the one to cash it in. That is genius game design, bro. Genshin could never, you feel me? I'm gonna say that till I die. What if I turn around, I have a giant tattoo on my back that says Genshin could never? That'd be kind of fly, wouldn't it? That and Gale of Darkness on marathoning. Bro, Gale of Darkness is another one that I have crazy memories for. Those were incredible games, honestly. And it kind of really pissed me off that Nintendo made Giga Bangers like those and then decided to never, ever, ever release games like that ever again. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What is the point? Why are we here? They did Colosseum, which is a unique story in its own region with like actually interesting, well, an actually interesting mechanic. For those who don't know, I can't believe I'm about to explain Pokemon Colosseum. Pokemon Colosseum is so crazy because it's a story about a main character who was in the villain team. That's the first thing you find out. Bro was a villain. And he decides that he is going to steal. That actually got me. What's going on, handsome? How you doing tonight? Let me get a shouty for Von Giegels. Bro, I was just talking about Pokemon Colosseum. That shit is heat. So what was it? The main character is this little jit who decides to steal a machine that the villain team has that is called what is it called? It's called like the Snatch Machine or some shit. Pause. And so the Snatch Machine, you use it and it allows you to like catch Pokemon that already belong to other trainers, right? On some villain shit, right? Now here's where it gets really crazy. You ready? In game, they have these unique Pokemon called Shadow Pokemon. They were so cool that they brought it to Pokemon Go. And the thing that makes them special is that they have unique moves. They don't level up. They go into like a berserk mode. Sometimes they don't listen to you. It's an extremely cool way of... Whoa, wrong character. It's an extremely cool way of playing the game, right? Pokemon Colosseum and Gale of Darkness, which is the sequel, they were cool Pokemon games because you had to balance out, oh, I need to win this fight and beat the opponent's Pokemon, but at the same time, I need to beat them, but not too hard. You feel me? You had to... The only Pokemon you could catch in that game were the Pokemon that were Shadow Pokemon of your opponent. So it was a pretty unique playstyle where, you know, oh, it's just a trainer battle, go whoop that ass. Yes and no. You also needed to actually pay attention and not lose the Pokemon that you can find. Alright, so this is about as ready as Yuzuha can be. Vaughn, how you doing tonight, bro? I have faint memories of that, but it was pretty cool. Bro, my memories are so vivid. Like a supercomputadora. Right? I can't get it out of my mind. It was so fucking cool. Alright, we're gonna try another Yuzuha team here. We're gonna do... By the way, she's basically gonna be my second Astra. Now that we have 2 supports in the game, all the teams in the game are about to fit into place. I know that sounds like an exaggeration. I'm dead ass. Check this out. We're gonna do Vivian. Where's Yuzuha? Yuzuha, Vivian, Jane Doe. That's a fucking team right there. And we got Yuzuha, Vivian, Miyabi. And if you want, if you don't have Vivian, you can swap her out for Bernice, and it's a very similar effect. You feel me? Like, I can't hype up enough how important it is that we just got our second support character in the game. And they are fucking strong, boy. So we're gonna beat this guy's ass a little bit so that we can get what we need to make the Yuzuha teams even better. Are you guys ready to see some fucking numbers? Watch this. Wait for it. Yeah, see, she's activating. Well, she's helping to activate. And that is her job. Alright. Alright. Is this a boss? Or is this like a boss? You feel me? This is a new boss that came out this patch. I don't know anything other than this is clearly a boss. I've never fought this thing before, by the way. Ooh, what was that noise it made? That shit look like the Joker, baby. Oh, guys, by the way, I've been watching Batman Beyond. Oh my god. 10 out of 10 show. Actually goated. Batman, or did I say Batman Beyond? I meant The Batman. We did watch Batman Beyond, and we watched the movie for it, Return of the Joker. 10 out of 10 movie. I'm putting it on the list. And that's another thing too, fellas. Your boy is going to be doing movie nights on Discord. I don't want to commit to like a time and date just yet because I do be having guests on the weekend and such. You know me, I'm a very busy man. But I do plan to have movie nights on the Discord every now and then. You'll just have to stay tuned for when they come up. But I literally made a little tab on the Discord that says, hey, what movie should we watch? You know, like just throw out some recommendations. There's no theme to it, nothing like that just yet. It's literally just a vibes-based economy because you know how it is. And yeah, right now we have what? Leprechaun in the Hood. Like, we're just throwing everything out there, you know? But it should be really fun. I want to put in Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. If you know anything about Batman, that's all that really matters. That movie's so fucking heat. That movie is like disgustingly good. 10 out of 10 across the board. So that should be a good time. Also, I did promise you guys that we were going to watch a ton of Disney movies because that is a blind spot of mine historically. I have not watched many Disney movies, so I do want to... oh shit. Nice. The rat with the fat ass is going to take this guy down. Here we go! Wait. New guy! New guy. That is cool. They're adding dynamic camera angles to characters using their ult, which I love. I'm very happy about that. Fuck! She has so many iframes. Scary Movie 2? A good answer. That is a... Dude, why is Scary Movie 2 so good? Like, the quality is so high with each of those movies. Sorry, I stuttered there like crazy. Nobody roast me, I'm sensitive. So Scary Movie 1 is amazing. Scary Movie 2 is even better in my opinion. Scary Movie 3 is like all over the place but still pretty good. I don't think I ever watched Scary Movie 4, and I think there's a Scary Movie 5. You know what really surprised me is that I watched Scary Movie 3 a couple of years ago. Guess who's in that movie that you probably didn't remember was in that movie? Kevin Hart. And I guess this was before he got fucking huge, enormous. Not physically, of course. He is a very small man. But like, this had to have been before Kevin Hart became a household name. Which kind of surprised me. I was like, holy shit. And they lean into him being so short all the time. It's like, he's being a dick, and then the guy is like, who said that? He's like, look down here. You know, just some classic Kevin Hart shenanigans. Ain't no way. Way. I couldn't believe it myself, bro. The Titanic. Oh boy, we're gonna have to pack a lot of tissues for that one. Am I right, fellas? Hey-o. Not like that though, but like because it's sad. I wanna put not to be like a warning, but I wanna put all of the edgelord Sigma male movies on that list too. Cause I want to make fun of them with you guys. I want to watch fucking American Psycho and Fight Club and No Country for Old Men, which is actually a really base movie if you think about it. I've either never seen them or it has been such a long time since I've seen them that I just don't have an appreciation for it like when I was a jit, you know? 21 Jump Street? That's a good one too. I never saw the sequel. Kind of hate the name of it. I would have preferred 21 Jump Street 2, if I'm being honest. But I'm not going to nitpick over the fucking title of the movie. Damn! Look at that. What is this? Are you guys seeing the amount of reactions that were on the screen there? That's beautiful. Let's see Paul Allen's Yuzuha build. See, okay, I watched a little bit of American Psycho when I was in DR, cause DR has HBO or Max or whatever the fuck they're calling it these days, right? And it's completely free. It's like built into the fucking like regular basic cable in the country, right? So basically, here's what it was like being me. A really cool movie would come out in the US, I wouldn't watch it, and then a couple months later on summer vacation, I would just watch a bunch of movies outside the Colmado, which is basically like a bodega, which is basically like a cafeteria. I don't know how else to put it. It's a little confusing to say, but basically, I would watch a lot of movies with like a bunch of old head unks in DR, and then half the time they would look at me and be like, "You speak English? What are they saying?" I'm like, "Why the fuck are y'all watching these movies if you don't understand what's happening?" It was great. It was great. It was good times, man. So I watched a lot of movies as a kid that way, which is maybe a very strange way to see it. I saw the sequel, but I don't remember what happens in it. Put it on the list. Go on Discord right now. Put it on the list. Put everything that you guys are mentioning. These are good movies. We should put them on the list. If it gets to be a fairly popular idea, who knows, dude? We could even do not necessarily movie marathons, but you know, just hey, hop in and hop out when you see something you fuck with, right? We could do a horror night. We could do Sigma Edgelord night. You know, there are plenty of directions that this idea can go. Oh shit, dude, Yuzuha is so cool. Look how she fights. This is pretty saucy. She is not sauceless by any means. This team is slapping too. Oh. All I see is assault, bloom, assault, a bloom. Oh shit! That almost looked like it didn't hit for a second. Then I would have gotten mad. Repeat that name with the G? I am so sorry, bro. I don't know which one you're talking about. I'm not trying to be like jokey either. What were you talking about? The name with the G? What could he have meant? Never back down. Repeat that name with the G. Guzuha? Oh, Yuzuha? But with a G? Gunoha? Okay, we're forcing it. S for creativity, F for execution. A bunch of satirical movies that weird dudes latched onto because of their lack of media literacy. Hell yeah, dog! See also Fight Club. Wait, are we the baddies? That's literally what half of the movies are about. We could go into that topic real quick too, like that Superman movie came out and everybody's like, oh no, is Superman woke? And I'm like, wow, we really just turn a blind eye to things that we don't agree with, huh? Dude. Let me not get into it too much because I don't want my heart rate going up. It's a chill vibes kind of night. But damn, bro. People really just don't be listening. It's fucking crazy. I want to watch the new Superman movie. It's good. It's like really good, honestly. It can get a little preachy at times, but that doesn't mean don't watch it, you know? I think you'd enjoy it. If you're not a person that lacks self-awareness or human decency, you'll probably find the movie pretty good. Does that apply to you, big boy? But yeah, you should definitely watch it. It's a good time. Oh, you were talking about watching movies with the old people? Oh, yeah, the unks, bro. There's a bunch of old head Dominican people that would hang out in front of the, whoa. Damn, this new boss got hands. Look out! What the fuck was that? I did a slowdown. What the fuck was that? I have no decency, therefore I will hate it. Uh-oh. Red pill alert. Activate. Shit, we needed to do one more. Nacho, question. Have you seen Yuzuha's outfit in the shop? I saw it online. I have not looked at it in-game yet. And remember what I said earlier about like the ZZZ community kind of pissing me off and making me embarrassed to like the game? A big part of it is the way that they were acting and talking about the new characters' outfits. Full honesty, mask off, no jokes. I don't really care for the designs of the skins, like for the new characters. I can only describe them as goon maxing, right? Where it's, look, a swimsuit outfit for a character that doesn't normally bother me. I don't give a fuck, right?
Where are we going?
But in this game, with this community, it can't be ignored that like they are very deliberately trying to do something, you know what I mean? And I think that maybe they shouldn't be feeding into a fan base of aggressive gooners. You know what I mean? Look, man, when I don't play ZZZ to beat off, I'll watch porn like an adult. But hold on, let me see. Where do I go for this shit? Like, look at this. Oh, whoops. Oh, cool. Whoa, what the fuck is this? I'll definitely get it. Let me purchase this. I don't want you guys seeing my credit card information. There we go. All right, back to the game. I think my morals may clash with the movie. Probably not. Which does remind me, we need to come up with a name for like, oh, what are the nacho heads called? The first thing that came up in my mind was like, oh, the racists. Which is so bad. That's so bad. This is definitely not a game I get skins for. But here's the thing, like, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite about it. The Nicole skin was free. Awesome. The Ellen skin is perfect because like people wanted this. The Astra skin is cool but unnecessary because look, she has a cool outfit regardless. The black outfit just looks nicer in my opinion. And the same thing with Yushwan. Look at her default skin, bro. If I didn't tell you which one was which, you might think this is the default and this was the fucking paid skin. And then we come to Yuzuha. Yeah, man. I'll tell you this. Default skin, awesome. Right? This, the first thing that I look at the raccoon. The raccoon looks hilarious. He's wearing like a little fucking lifeguard type beat, but with the inflatable jacket. Cool. I love the sticker on the face. I love the chain. Like she's wearing little heart-shaped glasses. Awesome. Water gun on the thigh. That's new. I like that. And then, you know, okay, good, yeah. So here's the thing. Modders have already removed the raccoon from the fucking skin. And they're going nuts. And I'm like, please, can we not do that, please? It just, of all the games that I play, it has never been to this level of goon shit. And it like, I try and find good conversations to be had about the game, and everywhere that I go, the main topic of conversation is, damn dude, these characters are making me lose my mind with their designs. to each their own. I try not to judge, but god damn, bro. You know? Imagine if they put effort into anything else. Yeah, we'd have flying cars by then, bro. Like that's the type of vibe that it's giving me. I gotta lock the fuck in for the next outfit mod. Do you remember 19-inch Venom mod in Marvel Rivals? I haven't played Marvel Rivals all week, but I did see that they did actually add a bunch of swimsuit outfits to the game. I know we make fun of Marvel Rivals for like the enormous asses for every single character, but you do gotta give them credit. They don't pander to one gender or sexual preference, because everybody in that game is smoking fine. For example, god damn, they took my money. For example, they released a new skin, like I think it's coming out tomorrow or Friday. It is Loki in a Speedo. Cool. And he's shredded. I think they gave him jiggle physics. It's equal opportunity gooning, man. I on some level I respect that, right? Why in a Speedo? Well, they do have the girls in the swimsuits, so it's only fair to put the guys in some damn banana hammocks, you know? It ain't for me, but if the effects on the skin are cool, then I'll be like, yeah, bro, I'll play a fucking two floss fucking Loki. Why not? Bro, I tried to forget about it. I can't forget. That thing was swanging. That thing was swanging. But yeah, man, we've had these conversations already. We've had these conversations in the past where I genuinely think that, like, I'll make the jokes, like all the classic gooner ass jokes, but real shit, I think they go too far with it. Matter of fact, hold on. Where is Yuzuha? Look at this. You see her fucking, the Mindscape, which is what this is called, looks pretty tame, right? ZZZ.
You hear that, Sora?
Oh shit!
Another friend.
That actually scared me. I am getting jump scared all night tonight. Is nothing but jump scares. But thank you. Hello, welcome into EIU 928. Hi, are you a Zenless fan? Because we love this game. I was doing a little bit of complaining, so don't mind me. And I was actually looking on the interwebs right now for Alice's Mindscape. I'm trying to find it. I bet if I just put in Reddit, it'll show up. Whoop, I misspelled Reddit. So Yuzuha's Mindscape doesn't look that crazy. Wait till you see what Alice's looks like. It's pretty bad. Alice Mindscape. And then I pray that nothing else comes up. Oh, found it. You guys ready? Are you ready? Jesus Christ. It's bad. And by bad, I mean they should not be allowed to do this. So, where is it? The raccoon looks kind of cute. Well, let's check this out. There we go. Alright. So this is what Yuzuha's Mindscape looks like. Pretty inoffensive, let's say. Hold on. There we go. Alright. This is what Yuzuha's Mindscape looks like. Right? pretty inoffensive. The raccoon is a very, very cute touch, if you ask me. The thing about this game is that the more you pull for the character, the more naked they get, straight up. We see chat, huh? Oh, my bad, I'm on the wrong screen. There you go. My bad, G's. So there you go. Hi, me. There you go. The raccoon's a very nice little touch. This is not that revealing. In fact, like, her swimsuit outfit is crazier. This does not bother me at all. This is great. Alice's mindscape, on the other hand, this might actually be the furthest they've gone in any of their games. I don't like this. I don't want this to be a trend that they decide to run with. I don't want this to be like the standard that they go with. Because if I were to look at all the M6s, ZZZ M6, I'm just going to look it up raw to show you guys what it looks like. Because this is as bad as it's gotten, and they've done a good job of not going too far. Y'all have stared at this long enough. You get my point, right? Look at this. Look at Zhu Yun's. This is her equivalent of that. Well, look at that. Highly inoffensive, if you ask me. It looks nice, dare I say. Astra's is pretty good. Lighter's is fucking amazing. Even Miyabi's is still like pretty well within reason. Look at Astra's. Fuck, that's an S rank, bro. The gems, the little gems in the in her mindscape are beautiful, right? Love it, no complaints. Look at Lighter's. Hubba, right? I could do this all day. Even Caesar's, bro. Lighter. Caesar. It's not that bad, right? And the fucking Gooner Queen herself. Look at Bernice, bro. Not that bad. I don't think she's wearing a bra here, so maybe I take that back. But you get my point. Like, not that bad. Oh, holy moly. Von Lycon. God damn. Holy. The fuck are they smoking right now? I don't like it. I don't like Miyabi's. Reasonable. Right? Reasonable. I'm not going to say it's crazy because I don't think it is. But they took some liberties with Alice and I don't fuck with it. I really don't. Let me pull it up again because Vaughn was saying, like, I don't know if that was her hair or clothes. Without even looking at it, bro, it probably wasn't clothes. I'll tell you that, bro. I'm reading the chat right now. Y'all are crazy. Yuzuha and Alice Mindscape. Here we go. That's cool. I didn't know Reddit could save your like the post that you recently looked at. You said I can't tell if she's wearing a shirt or if it's her hair. She's wearing a shirt, but it's completely unbuttoned. Like completely unbuttoned. One booba is covered by the shirt, the other is covered by the hair. This shit is mid falling off. It's mid Britney Spears right now. I don't like this. I don't like that. That is very telling, Vaughn. You're just like I greatly dislike the amount of goon maxing that is happening in the game. And you know what? I don't have many characters that are M6. Pulchra, this is okay. Right? Because what's the worst that you see here? There's Soldier 11. Here's Pan. You know, there's levels, right? There are like, look, you know, dude, girl, it don't matter. Reasonable, badass, fine, cool, cool. I think this is fine, not too crazy. This one's a little tiny bit crazy because you don't know what's going on there. Nekomiya, Seth, Rena, which I have M3. Jesus Christ. Her. This one's funny because when you get her at M6, she just has bare ass feet on the screen. Shout out to you, Tarantino. Coleta, Nicole. Reasonable. You know? My point being, like, I'm really sorry to beat on this topic so damn much, but I really don't like the direction the game is going. This one's one of my favorites, believe it or not. The Harumasa one, look at his fucking face, bro. He's so cool. I do wonder how the company had to approve of this. Somebody went, yeah, perfect, you know, and I don't like that. I'm too scared to look up the Jane Doe one, so I didn't. But you can imagine it might get a little crazy, right? Like, yeah. Oh, this one's so good though. This one's so good. What a beautiful game. Hey, I like this one too. You get my point. Like, how did they calculate the risk factor to the promotional impact it would have? I never thought about that, but do you guys think that people would pull on the characters purely to get a hold of the art of them in the game? Because obviously the mindscapes do make a massive difference in terms of how good the character is, but do you guys think that they would go that far, that they would go to that level where people would pull just to have the fucking art? I didn't think about that at all. I would fucking hope not, but I also don't put it past people, and that's monkey brain kicked in full force with this one. I just hate the fact that they did this, man. Oh yeah, they added a bunch of new modes, huh? Ooh. Wait, is this like little missions? Assault mission 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we're not doing that. We're doing our weekly. Medium intensity. For those who don't know, this kind of sucks now. They made it like really stupid, if I'm being honest. Where having the, you know, having the money character seems to make more of a difference than it used to, and I'm not very happy about that. What element is this thing? I don't even know. Absolutely, with how people are this day and age, someone would definitely pull just for that. Let's have ourselves a conversation about this, right? I feel like 2-3 years ago, we didn't really have that many games that were trying so blatantly to advertise sexually. I probably phrased that a little sloppy, but I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say, right? It feels like the past 2-3 years of games. It's a very recent fucking thing in my opinion. It feels like video games have become way more aggressively sexual or sexualized. I have never been one to play games and be like, oh yeah, now we're gooning, right? That's not me, you know? That's not me, that's not who I am. Not trying to shame, but at the same time, it just really wasn't a thing in any of the games that I played growing up. None of that, right? But the past 2-3 years, there has been this insane rise in goon ass games.
My blade is already
To clarify, gooner ass games, right? They're taking advantage of the shock factor. Aside from Nikkei, not a lot of gacha games go mainstream with fan service stuff. I'm assuming ZZZ has some kind of system to add a balance between fan service and having a marketable image. I don't know how much marketing they really do. This game is like a little under the radar, if anything. And I know that sounds crazy coming from the biggest fucking fan of this game, but I really do. I feel like this game doesn't get advertised as much as Genshin or Star Rail, and this is like their baby. But at the same time, I would not be playing this game if it were just a hollow goon fest, right? Even I'd get tired at some point. No, I'm kidding. In all seriousness, if the game were just a hollow fucking goon fest, I would not be playing it. I'd be like, okay, why the fuck am I pulling for these characters if it's just pretty images? But like, I actually have a ton of fun with the game, right? Every time a new character comes out, I'm losing my mind because they just keep making good characters. You know how fucking hard it is to keep making good, likable characters and make me want to pull for them? But every new character is like a completely different play style, or it adds what feels like a missing piece to the game. It's like, it's absolutely worth it, and I've never felt like it wasn't. God damn, that's a lot of damage numbers. I love this. Oh shit, wait, this guy's kind of strong. Hold up. Oh wait, no, never mind. He's getting clapped off. But like, every time I've talked about this game, it has only been in a positive light. This is the first time since the game has come out that I've had a complaint at all. But seriously, I've been playing this game since the first day it came out, and I loved it then, I love it now. But the entire year that this game has been out, have I complained about it a single time? Have I had a single negative thing to say about the game this entire time? You tell me. Because I don't think I had anything negative to say, but now, if you look at the community for this game, they give more of a fuck about the sexual nature of it and sexualizing the characters and talking about how much they love the sexualized characters rather than talking about the combat, the enemies, the characters. They don't talk about anything other than like, oh my god, look at how short this skirt is. Oh my god, look at how fucking this and that and a bunch of other, in my opinion, kind of disgusting conversations, bro. So I'm like, damn, dude, I might be in the minority here, but damn. And it honestly is a little sad for me because I feel like at some point we lost the war, bro. I think that's the best way to put it. At some point we lost the war, bro. Because then the Gooners felt emboldened and were like, ah, this is a safe space to talk about, you know, that stuff. And I think we need to bring shame back to our schools, bro, because I really don't think it's okay to be this cool about talking about this. I'm not trying to be a Puritan. I'm not trying to be like, you know, the horny police or nothing. But a lot of characters in this game that are portrayed on the younger side, and no matter how you feel about this shit, I think we can all agree on where we draw the line on that, you know? And I really don't mean to get too preachy, but come on. What's crazy is that there are some people out there that will be like, nah, you're wrong. And I'm like, okay, explain to me why you find Corin and Piper and Lucy and Fufu attractive in this game. They look like teenagers. Go ahead. Speaking to the mic. Speaking to the mic. Go ahead right here. Oh, don't mind the officers right outside your house. Check his fucking hard drive, bro. Like, go ahead and tell me why you find these characters that are portrayed as young adults, and I say that loosely because they look like fucking teenagers. Some of them don't even look that old, and people will brigade that shit. Outside of the sexual aspect that's happening, you haven't really complained. I think so, yeah. I think I've been pretty consistent with my thoughts on this game. It is a fantastic game. It's a 10 out of 10 in my eyes because I have a ton of fun when I actually play it. But the community is really beginning to sour for me. Every series has its unwanted portion of the fan base, sadly. I'm glad you say that, Vaughn, because my chief beef is that it feels like that unwanted portion of the community is beginning to become the majority of the community. That's the problem that I have, where it's like, I want to talk about everything that's not the sexual stuff in the game, and it feels like everyone else just wants to talk about the sexual stuff about the game, and I'm like, you know? We need comprehensive sex ed that focuses on consent and healthy human relationships. That's a good perspective about it, yeah. And that's why I had to say, like, I was starting to come off as like a Puritan, coming off like, don't ever acknowledge sex and this and that. That's not what I mean, right? I want to make that very clear. But it's a messy conversation when the people that I'm talking about, the moment you bring that stuff up, they go, you're the weird one for making it sexual. And I'm like, dude, y'all are over here getting horny over, like, look at what Sokaku looks like. Look at what Piper and Lucy look like in this game. They look like they're 12. And they're like heavily sexualizing these characters. That's what I'm talking about, you know? And I do apologize. That's kind of like a super deep, out of nowhere, messy topic to bring up, but the game is getting better, but the community and the conversations are beginning to be overwhelmed by that type of stuff. And as someone who loves this game from day one, it's getting hard for me to like participate in conversations when it's all about how the design of this character makes you want to drop what you're doing and beat off. You know? And you'll get less of those people. Yeah, I think that if we actually... No, that's fine. You're right. If we actually had conversations like this more often, it would be healthy. It's exactly what you said. US folks have so much shame around sex that it's really a byproduct of puritanical culture. Dude, I talk about this with my girlfriend all the time. I talk about this all the time, where something might seem normal to us, but everywhere else on the planet that's not the United States, it's pretty like whatever. It's pretty benign, like topless beaches, things like that, you know. And that's just one tiny example, right? But it really is a thing where there's this shame about sexual topics. And when I say shame in like previously in the conversation, what I mean is they should be ashamed, not because it's sexual, but because of the things that they're saying, you know? There's a time and place for the Gooner jokes, but when the only conversations being had are the Gooner jokes, I think we've gone too far, and we gotta start swatting some people down before they get emboldened. Also, me sweating every time I load into Mecha Break. That's another example, bro. Like, you guys are really on point with the conversation tonight, because that was another one I wanted to bring up. Vaughn, how many male characters have you seen in Mecha Break? Genuine question. Bunny, I think you were lurking when I was playing Mecha Break throughout the week, right? How many times, aside from my main character, how many times did you see a male character in Mecha Break? Either the game is extremely popular with women, in which case fucking based, or everybody just wants to see enormous bazongas flying across the screen nonstop. My intentions are sinister. I have plans. I respect you for being honest about it. I can't be mad at that. When a heavy attack from assist follow-ups hits an enemy, whole squad's anomaly. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. I think the ratio is like 3 to 7 male to female. Oh, bro. If you want me to be honest with you, my ratio has been way off. It's more like 1 to 10. Not including my own character. I think I've run into another male character like 4 times. And one of them was the Joker. Did you guys fucking see this? I put it up on the Discord. Hold on. I have played dozens of matches of Mecha Break. Right? Where did I put it? Did I put it in the meme tab? Where the fuck did I put it? I have played dozens of matches of Mecha Break. And the only male characters that I've run into, I've only ran into 4 of them. And one of them was this guy. One of them was just the Joker. Like, holy shit. And then the other 3 were some fuck ass no names. It's like a 9 to 1 ratio, dude. It's all women. And why? Because the game has a very deep customization slider. If you want to stare at big jiggling booba hazongas, fine, cool. Because at least, like, that's just for you, man. But my chief beef is with the fact that it's like every community now is just horny posting. What the fuck happened to meaningful conversations about anything, to be honest with you? Everything that I run into now is just like overly sexual conversations. I'm like, what the fuck? We ain't even talking about the game anymore, bro. At the very least, like, where I look at conversations on Mecha Break, they are trying to put a lid on things because they're trying to be like, look, can we just make like a separate thread when people want to flex their hot mecha pilot or something? That's at least trying to put a handle on things. Meanwhile, Zenless Zone Zero, they low-key tried to put a cap on it, failed, and then they just let the floodgates crack wide open. And I'm like, that was the wrong move. That was the wrong move. Because now the ratio of conversations was like 1 awkward gooner to like 5 posts about the game. Now it's inverted. If you go on the Reddit for Genshin right now, it's gonna be like 5 gooner fucking conversations, 1 conversation about the actual game. I really do wish I was exaggerating. I'm deadass not. Like, it's that bad right now, bro. But that's what's been on my mind lately, is just the fact that, like, I don't want to be associated with the community that heavily sexualizes characters that look like 12-year-old girls. Maybe I'm the villain for that, but that's just how I feel. Temu as Joker. Wanna know how I got these dimples as Jonker? The Jonker is great. You know what? I can't believe it's not Butter. Oh, he's drunk. Yeah, he's gone. To be fair though, Mecha Break is majorly about the actual mechs. That's the best part, bro. You don't even see a person's design until they get either MVP or they give you an execution. In which case, again, based, right? But that's why I give Mecha Break a bit more of a pass. It's not as in your face, and then the community's not talking about the hypersexuality of things, because it's not even that bad. But they are trying to put a lid on the amount of sexual conversations being had. that is a community that cares in one way or another, you know, like that they're at least trying to get a handle on things before you end up with like a blue archive situation, which is what fucking worst case scenario, bro, is you get a blue archive as community. That is when you know you have lost the fucking war. Oh my lord. Rarely do I see my character or even others except in a few in-game cutscenes. Yeah, Mecha Break gets a pass, okay? Mecha Break absolutely gets a pass. Cause it's like what you do on your own time, that's on you. Don't force your weird tastes and opinions on others. And if that shit's illegal, okay, well now you need to be stopped, right? But that's not what we're talking about right now. There's been plenty of that on the news, am I right, fellas? But yeah. What I don't like about Mecha Break is the market, because holy shit, it's so scummy. The good thing is that it's like mainly the cosmetic stuff that is the focus of the market. If you just play the game, you'll be able to get all the mechs that are limited for free. I can't be mad at that. That's pretty beast, right? Ugh. Oh my lord! Do you guys see the damage numbers that she's putting out? I ain't know Yuzuha had it like that. This is great. I'm just fucking spamming that assist button, baby. Woo! As a former girl, I salute you. Half the conversations on wider Reddit seem to be about the age of consent by region. That's disgusting! If we need to have a discussion about this stuff, then we've already gone too far. Like, and that's my whole point, is that we really, really need to like call people out when they find it so easy to talk about this shit. You should not feel comfortable talking about, you can make the fucking list. Sokaku, Lucy, Fufu, character that just came out. Like, I'm gonna post it. I was debating because there were some conversations being had about this, right? Like about this same fucking topic we're talking about right now, where it's like, why do people feel so comfortable talking about how they find these underage characters attractive, right? Fucking, I feel gross saying that out loud, but a lot of people do, clearly. So if you guys look on the Discord right now, I was debating posting this because I did find it interesting, but I was like, I don't know if I want to bring this type of vibe into the Discord. But take a look at this. Yeah, man, I get that they're not real and that it's just a drawing, which is always the same excuse they always say. Why are you getting upset? They're not real. The age doesn't matter. They're not real. You're telling on yourself. But the fact that you get off to drawings that are obviously stylized to look like children on a regular basis and to try and pass it off as normal human behavior by trying to convince people that it doesn't count since they don't look exactly like real humans says a lot about you as a person. It's a little long-winded, but I think it's absolutely perfect as an encapsulation of what we've been talking about for weeks now. Do you guys remember there was, what was it? We were talking about, I think it was some anime. It might have been Food Wars, right? Every character in that show is like, what? 15, 16, 17 at the latest. And every single episode of that, they end up naked or making very sexual noises, all that. Don't get me wrong, I think Food Wars is a hilarious anime. It's very good. I could have done without the sexual stuff, right? And the reason I bring up Food Wars is because it does apply to exactly what I'm talking about right now, right? Like, it is underage characters in highly sexual situations and everybody's just kind of cool with it. This one anime that's extremely good, but gave me a real bad taste was Don Da Don. The very first episode of that, the main character who's like, what, 16, 17? If that? She's in her fucking underwear about to get probed by aliens. That's the first episode of that show. And guess how the season ended? She was in a hot spring with 4 creepy men. That's how the season ended. On a fucking cliffhanger. Why? Why? And guess what? You take all the sexual stuff out, it's actually a really good show. Very good characters, very fun, blah, blah, blah. Why the fuck does everybody feel this gross ass need to throw in fan service, which, like, I think fan service is putting kitty gloves on this conversation? Why does everybody feel the need to throw in, like, Gooner bait in everything? Everything, dude. Can we not trust the quality of what we make as creators to be good enough that we don't need cheap gimmicks like sexuality to get people hooked? And I'm really sorry if you guys are here to just hang out and watch me play Zenless Zone Zero. I am so sorry that the conversation is headed in the direction that it's in, but I've had a lot on my mind, because it really is, without exaggeration, it's all I've been seeing for the past couple of weeks, months, at this point years, is like everything is sexualized. Everything is like sus as shit. And if we're not calling it out, we're fucking complicit, right? Like, it's too much. You know what I mean? It's too much. Also, this team is, like, to get back to the game, this team is fucking nasty, man. I knew that they were gonna have good synergy together, but it's going even better than I thought it would. Let's go! It's strange because I can understand gooning to a certain extent, but when it happens towards a literal child, it's time to get locked up. Yeah. You would think that that wouldn't be a contentious thing to say, Owens, but apparently it is, bro. If you call people out for being like, hey man, why are you into that character that looks like a 12-year-old? They'll be like, bro, she's not even real. She is a drawing and fictional. Why? You're the weird one for saying that. And it's like, no. No. You are loud and proud about how you find this character attractive. What makes them attractive to you? Go ahead. Don't back out now. Don't back out now. Stand by your creepy opinions so that people know the kind of person they're dealing with. And like we've gone too far, man. And again, so that there's absolutely no confusion, I do be making them same gooner ass jokes, right? We've done plenty of those around here. We've talked about Bernice, Jane, Evelyn, Astra. We make the jokes when they are applicable. Like, bro, I literally pulled, what was it? I pulled Evelyn and I went like this. I went boink, 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 boink. Like, because I thought it was funny, you know, like the cartoon characters. At the end of the day, I'm not beating my shit to the characters. I ain't judging you for that. But if you go, oh man, Sokaku though. Yeah, you best believe I'm fucking judging you. And there's just way too much of that. I'm kind of like beating the horse on this one. So I'll stop there, but y'all get my point. People also don't like to bring nuance to conversations. They don't want to have the conversations where they are being accused of some shit that they want to believe they're above, but they are very much not, you know? And you know what was really crazy? Let's get political now. Y'all seen what's been happening on the news lately? Holy fucking shit. Holy, bro. We are screwed. We are so screwed. Like, my god, it's bad. It's never been this bad. It's so fucking bad. Oh, she's back. I thought she died. Oh, is she a magician? I deadass have never seen that bang boo in my life. Dude, this stupid fucking modifier. Look at the enemy's health. It didn't used to be like this. You used to be able to clear this without this much difficulty, and then they decided, nah, fuck that, we made it too easy. Now we're gonna make it so that you need to have the best characters, the best weapons, and that's the only way this shit'll count. This will be the first time that I don't finish this. I avoid the news because I'm already broken down. Dude, normally I would say like don't avoid it because it's important to stay informed and blah blah blah. But here's how bad it is. Every single day is a new low in this country. I'm gonna say it exactly how I feel, bro. Every single day it's a new low. You know what I mean? Like, just when you think, can they do anything more dumb or cruel or wasteful, they actually find a way to sink lower. And you know how, I believe it was Michelle Obama, who I do respect, that she said, when they go low, we go high. I'm done with that shit, bro. Not that I'm in a position to do anything about it, but I think, here, let me run a new slogan for you guys, and let me know what you guys think. When they go low, when they go when they go low, you put your fucking boot on their necks, man. That's not the quote. That's not what I was laughing at. That's like what I actually think. But the quote that I was chuckling at, a fucking ads just hit. Cringe. Make a lot of jokes and say a lot of stuff, but good in children or childlike looking characters is a different hard line for me. Dude, Mikuyo talked about that before. I think I was playing Genshin or something, and ew, what the fuck? I was playing Genshin, and she was talking about this with Genshin, and my perspective was like, fortunately, Genshin isn't that bad about this stuff. And I do stand by that. I think Genshin is like one of the most sexless games that I've ever played. And that's fucking saying something in this day and age. Right? But she brought up, she was like, they sexualize Diona. For those who know that character in Genshin. And I went, really? Because I don't really think many characters do get sexualized in that game. But she did bring up some decent points, you know? She's supposedly a whole ass adult. Okay, why does she look like a kid? That's a pretty good fucking question, isn't it? Why does she look like a kid? That's pretty sus. Dare I say. We're gonna get this. I'll speed this up because we fucking lost. We'll make it quick. They shouldn't be as annoying as last time. Not everything has to be a binary, like with just straight up porn. We can hopefully acknowledge the industry is harmful to women and perceptions of gender roles, while acknowledging it can be liberating or empowering. God damn it! I'm trying to read and these clowns. You were saying liberating and empowering. Oh no, that was the end of the sentence. Yeah. Like, you're right, it's not a binary. It's not sex equals bad. Because now you're just, like, that would be avoiding the conversation completely. That's not what we want to do. It's more like establishing what is appropriate to talk about and what's not appropriate to talk about. And I think as long as we don't delve into the territory of underage or non-consent, for the most part, like everything else is on the table to be discussed, you know. Obviously there is some other stuff like, you know, that maybe shouldn't be openly discussed. You know what I mean? Like, there's nuance to it. But I think everyone can agree on like the hard line of what's a big no-no. But we're starting to lose that, you know? We're really starting to lose that. Every headline is just getting sadder and sadder. Yeah, like I stay aware of the god-awful shit going on because I'd rather know it, hate it, and acknowledge it than pretend like it's not happening. And I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm not saying that's what anybody's doing. But I would always rather be in the know than just like, I can't handle this today, you know? And there are a lot of times I'll look at what is happening and I'll go, wow, a new low. That's fucking... It would be impressive if it weren't so horrific. Like, dude, we have fallen fucking low. And I'm so, like, seriously, I'm so sorry. I know nobody's here to have these kinds of discussions on Twitch. Like, I'm sorry I'm not being Mr. Haha Goofy Mans, but, like, it just so happens that when I want to talk about how the Gooners are ruining my gacha game, that the fucking president of this country is... That motherfucker's on that list, bro. ain't no doubt in my mind that motherfucker's on that list. It's just a pretty rough coincidence that that is what is being, like, the topics are one and the same in my eyes, you know? I guess he really is leading by example in a way. Ugh. It seems like there's never anything positive happening anymore. That's not true, but the problem is that media is sensational by design. The more you click on it, the more engaged you are, the more money all these places make off of ads. So they are heavily incentivized to report on the bad stuff or the stuff that they know is going to piss you off because it literally just makes them more money. So they don't talk about the good stuff that's happening because there is good stuff happening, but they make so much more money talking about the things that are gonna upset you, you know? So that is where the problem lies. Oh hell yeah. That is a really cool ult. They're starting to get fancy with it the same way they did with Genshin, where now character ultimates actually change the angle of the camera, the zoom in, the zoom out. They kind of already did with Trigger, but this is an advanced version of that, in my opinion. But yeah, like, I do genuinely apologize. You guys are all really cool and pretty smart people, so I can appreciate having conversations like this here with you guys. And I do apologize if the conversation gets to a point where you personally are like, I don't really want to talk about this topic, or maybe this isn't appropriate for talking about on stream. I can't pretend like some horrible shit isn't happening every single fucking day. And a lot of it has been on my mind, and I don't think I could be Mr. Haha Goofy Mans while all of this, like, bullshit is on my mind, you know? That's, like, the main reason why I do... Oh, shit! Why I occasionally talk about this stuff on stream is because it's like, hey, it's on my mind. I hope you can understand how it, like, how could it not be on my mind, you know? It's too much. Damn. Characters work pretty well when they actually do what they're supposed to. I miss the days where I could make fun of someone who actually says some sick shit and not be the bad guy. Yeah, how do they end up turning it against us, you know? I'm going, hey man, gooning to Sokaku is a bad thing. And they go, you're the weird one for thinking that we were doing that. Oh, I'm sorry. You said that you wanted to lick her armpit and wear her shirt. I thought that was sexual. That's my bad, apparently. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for the freedom to express yourself, but if it's downright creepy or illegal, hold that shit. Yeah. It is that simple sometimes. It's like, bro, stop stop being interested in minors. Here's another conversation. Let me hydrate first. Fellas, stop me if you've heard this one before. You're in high school and one of your friends is dating like a 20-year-old or a 21-year-old. Why is this grown-ass man dating a freshman or a sophomore? That is a little like cause you know, if you were in high school and then you graduated and you were dating someone like a year or two younger than you, that's a fine fucking line that you're walking. But if the age gap is not the age gap itself, but when it is someone that young, period, and you're not, you gotta look at that person a little funny. You gotta be like, what are you doing? Are you her babysitter, or are you friends of the family? No, you're dating. Oh, whoa, you know, you gotta really like hold up that mirror and be like, bro, this you? Are her parents paying you to watch her? Cause that's the vibe it gives off, you know? And I will adamantly shout that shit out. Yup. Yes, yeah. Like, dude, I had a friend when I was in high school and she was gorgeous, right? She was 2 years younger than me. I was a junior, she was a freshman. And we became very close friends because she became close friends with my close friends, and they were all on like the cheerleading team. And then because we hung out in the same circles, I got to know her, all that. Very sweet, very funny, very smart girl, but she was really fucking pretty. And unfortunately, I would not say that she looked her age. So we would hang out at like, it was called the turf because it was like the big field that everybody hung out in after school. And we would all hang out at the turf. And tell me why these grown ass men, I'm talking 20, 21, 22 years old, are out here like aggressively flirting with a 14-year-old, 15-year-old girl. Granted, like, I knew she was like objectively gorgeous, but I was never into her like that. I was like, I'm good on that, bro. No, thank you. Right? But me and my friends, we had to like put these grown ass people in check whenever they try to do some shit like that. Like, what in the Dan Schneider are y'all trying to pull? You know? And they really did. They were like, nope, I don't care. Like, bro, the person who I was in a relationship for the longest point of my life, she was 17 at the time. And we were at a friend's house, and her brother's like in his mid fucking 20s, right? Holy shit! Her brother was in like his mid 20s, 30s, something like that. This man, without exaggeration, this fucking mid 20s something guy looked at this girl who ended up becoming extremely close to me, like probably the closest person in my life, respectfully. He would end up looking at this girl like she was a piece of meat, bro. Like, you can see it in his eyes. He didn't even see her as a person, bro. He was just that, like, obsessed with her. I'm not even gonna say attracted, because that's putting it, like, gently, when the dude was being, like, a giga creep. But then because she and I were in a relationship, of course, I'm the bad guy somehow. So he would always give me an attitude and, like, talk to me negatively and try to, like, get into beef with me. I'm like, bro, I'm 17, she's 17. You're in your mid-20s. Go do your fucking taxes, you weirdo. Like, bro, how? Oh my god, I can't concentrate. Like, it's all coming back to me. I actually can't concentrate. Like, go do your taxes, you fucking freak. Ex-girlfriend who was 46 left me for someone who with a lot of trauma who was 26. Is it legal? Yes. Was it gross as hell? Also, yeah. Yeah, your ex sounds like Leonardo DiCaprio, bro. With how long this conversation's been going, he might have just thrown away his previous partner. She got a little too old for him. That's how long this conversation's been going, bro. Like, holy shit. How he ain't get locked up. If you're talking about the guy that was macking on my ex, he would try and flirt with her, but he never like made any advances, if that makes any sense. So while it is creepy and skeezy and scummy, it wasn't illegal. You know what I mean? Not to say that any of us approved of it. Obviously, we fucking didn't. Like, go find a woman your age, dude. You fucking weirdo. But it wasn't illegal. What are you gonna say? Hey, this guy is flirting with me and I'm 17? Like, I don't think anything would come of that. It should, but I don't think anything would come of that. Those people want malleable young people who won't pick up on their shit. Yeah. They don't, if you are dating someone and the age gap is that significant, you don't see that person as an equal. You see that person as like an accessory practically, you know? Not cool. This is why I stayed away from dating for the most part. Like, age gap is such a touchy thing, right? If it's two adults, cool. It can still be weird, like what Bunny was saying. That age gap is a little crazy, and the context behind it is like will probably only make it worse, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. But as with many things, there is a nuance, you know? We just gotta find that line. JT, what's going on, man? Are you excited for Donkey Kong tomorrow? Let's fucking lighten the mood. I'm excited for Donkey Kong. I still haven't pre-ordered it, but there's no rush. I still have to work tomorrow, and then we'll be DK maxing for the foreseeable future. If you're just tuning in, JT, we've been talking about a lot of really cool things tonight. Really cool, positive, non-problematic things all night, bro. All night. Kong, you say? I know, I'm so excited. I am so excited. Owens gave me the heads up. He was like, hey, don't come to YouTube tonight, Nacho. And I was like, you're gonna shoot up the place? He was like, no. Apparently the spoilers for DK Bonanza are already out. And I went, brother, the game ain't even out yet. The fuck are you talking about? You know? Not great. My partner's 50 and I'm 41, but we met when I was 37. Yeah, context, right? Is there an age gap? You can say so, but y'all were both grown-ass adults who have lived a life, you know? I think if we're really trying to pin it down, I think that's the biggest difference is like, are you old enough to have experience to know when someone has your best intentions at heart or if they're just taking advantage of your naivety, right? If you're 25 and chasing legal teenagers, that's despicable anyway. You gotta look those people kind of funny. You gotta look at them and be like, legality is not really an arbiter of morality. Put that on a fucking t-shirt, right? Like, again, referring to that Goku image from earlier. Yes, they are fictional characters. Yes, they are not real. They are not drawings. However, why the fuck are you so attracted to these characters? And I don't mean anybody here when I say, like, you know, I'm talking to hypotheticals when we finally corner one of these creepos, right? Why the fuck are these people attracted to characters that look like kids. That's a self-report if there's ever been one, you know? Leonardo DiCaprio, bro. I think JT, I think you must have missed it. I literally said that like 2 minutes before you typed in the chat, bro. It's literally Leonardo DiCaprio. And Seinfeld too. Did you know that? Bro, fucking Seinfeld did the same shit. If you look, it's like, why is this okay? Why is this so widely accepted? Does nobody give a fuck? Why have we normalized this everywhere?
Notice me.
His girlfriend is young enough to be his granddaughter. That's gnarly. And I mean gnarly in the bad way. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude, you're dating your granddaughter's age. Like, no, that's disgusting. And if I were the granddaughter, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You know? But yeah, Bunny, what you said is 100% big facts, right? Legality does not determine morality. Not to be too big of a giant fucking nerd, but here I go. There is this incredible show that got canceled way too soon, and it's called Young Justice, right? It's a DC show. It has, like, you know, Robin, Superboy, Aqualad, what's the fucking Kid Flash, the fucking Martian Girl, is a whole bunch, right? There was an episode where they were talking about, hey, these young heroes, they've been working really hard and they deserve an opportunity to be on the big boy table, right? Like a seat at the table at the Justice League. The reason I bring this up is because in a loose sense, a lot of the shit that we've been talking about tonight did apply to them too in a different context. They were like, who do we trust in this group of like underage superheroes? Who do we trust with the responsibility of joining the Justice League, right? They talked about it. They were like, Superboy is like a 17-year-old clone of Superman, but realistically, he's only like 2 years old. Does biological age matter here? So that's really muddy because he's like a clone, right? It's fucking complicated. Miss Martian was like 120 years old, but by fucking Martian standards, she was like a teenager, right? Robin is like 15, 16, all the humans or whatever, and then they come to what's his fucking name? Shazam, right? His name used to be Captain Marvel, actually, but they changed it to Shazam for very obvious reasons. And they were like, he has the wisdom and the body of like a god, but he has the maturity of a fucking like 10-year-old. And so the end of the episode, they're basically like, we can't limit these heroes based off of their biological age, based off of their like things like that, right? We need to judge them off of their character and their maturity. Maturity being a very key word here. And I think that's where we lost the plot, bro. We went, oh, 18 is the legal age where it stops legally being creepy and the cops can't get involved. But that doesn't mean that makes it okay. That's the whole point that you brought out, right, Bunny? Like, it's like, just because it's legal doesn't mean it's not morally wrong or sus as shit. And we really should normalize calling people out for this shit. You know? Very, very sus behavior going on, like, all the fucking time. If a female isn't 29 or a few years older, I don't want to talk to you. And, like, that's another thing. Everyone has their own preference for like the dating range, but I think that certain ages should just morally be off limits, right? Also, if you're a grown-ass adult, why would you want to date someone that much younger than you? You I promise you, I don't care how mature someone says you are, y'all are not on the same wavelength if the age gap is that crazy. That's fucking off. That is off, bro. And despite us talking about this all fucking night, my bad, there is one thing that I didn't even bring up as like an argument point, right? Also, because we were talking about Riverdale, shout out to those writers for making it clear Archie was groomed. Yeah, they left no ambiguity on that. Because, like, to be fair, Archie was, like, pretty sexualized. And that is one thing that I don't like about Riverdale. I do like the show. I'm not ripping on it. But there is one thing that made me go, ugh! And it's the fact that the characters on the screen are supposed to be like 16, 17, maybe 18 at the oldest. And there were plenty of episodes where they were pretty fairly sexualized. But I think the show is self-aware enough that they're not doing it in an exploitative fashion. They were doing it to be like, yeah, this happens, and it's kind of fucked up that it happens, right? Like the Archie being groomed thing, everything to do with the Southside Serpents, the fact that there was one episode where Betty, who's supposed to be, like I said, like a teenager, she dresses up in like straight up lingerie and does a cabaret performance in front of like a whole gang. Willingly, like she put that shit on and she did it because she wanted to, like, you know, do it for her man. But still, bro, it's kind of like, you know? But shout out to that show. Big respect. It is such a wacky ass show, but it's a pretty good show. Don't apologize. Conversations need to be had, even if we can't keep it real here. When you have something on your mind you want to talk about, then why are they here? Damn, that's facts. That is some cold facts, bro. Do it for the vine. I ain't gonna do it. Oh, man. But yeah, I do want to keep things lighthearted and positive. It's just, Vaughn did say it earlier, every fucking headline on the news is some atrocious shit happening. I say this every single time, but I really do hope I've made it clear kind of like where I fall into this political stuff, you know, where it's just like, I don't know, man. You would think somebody that eats McDonald's every single day probably hasn't worked a single day of labor in their whole fucking life, that shit would catch up to them, but no. Nope. It is hard now. It is. I feel like it didn't used to be. You could keep up. It was easy to keep tabs of all the horrible shit. But I think we are in the zone now where it's like every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. And my first thought in situations like that is like, how the fuck do these people have that much hatred that they like actively put energy into the toxic shit that they do? I maybe I sound fucking naive, but like, how can you dedicate that much time and that much energy into actively making people's lives more miserable? And so blatantly too. Like, if you look at footage of the shit that they do, they're just smiling, laughing at each other and fucking, yup, take away their healthcare. Take away their rights of their own bodies. Like, what? Why are we letting old, dusty fucks decide what's gonna happen for the next 80 years in this country? Oh, shit! I actually got boss jump scared. It's a hard knock life for us, says JT Owens. Yeah. In brighter news, you know, like I maybe I'm gonna take it upon myself to just actively try to find positive things to talk about on stream. So maybe we can make this place a bit more of a safe zone for the weary travelers, you know. That actually sounds like a pretty good idea. I'll try and keep things positive from here, you know. Let me see. Yeah, in lighter news, man, like that Superman movie is honestly really good. If you guys haven't watched it, I'm pretty sure everyone here will enjoy it. It's a good time. Here's what I'll say. The coolest thing about Superman in the Superman movie, no spoilers. The coolest thing about Superman in the new Superman movie is the fact that his powers aren't the like focus. It's not like the most interesting thing about him. Even without the fucking powers, like he is just good, you know? And I don't mean good in like a goody two shoes way or like a boring way. I literally mean like it's not about the power fantasy or like, oh my god, he's amazing. Yeah, he is amazing. But it's not the focus of the movie. It is not what makes the movie amazing. It is a great movie. Get the old fucks out. The beef with the elderly continues. I think... Correct me if you guys disagree. I think that if you are a member of Congress and you reach the age of 62, I'm not going to say 65. I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. If you reach the age of 62, not only should you not be allowed to be in any political office in this country, I think you need to be loaded into a cannon and shot into the sun immediately. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that would create some extremely impactful and noticeable differences in the way politics happen in this country. I appreciate the vibes, honestly. Well, thank you. Yeah, I know my audience. You guys are pretty mature. You guys can hang with like pretty heavy conversations. I am sorry if I'm like really spamming some hard topics, you know? Like everyone deserves to just chill, have a good time, all that. And not everyone's idea of a good time is to discuss the shit that we've been talking about tonight. So that's why I do feel like I do need to apologize. Like, look, if you came here for some newsy content, you're getting it, but you're getting maybe more than you were looking for, right? It is what it is. We talked about this the other day too, where it's like you can't afford to pretend like politics these days don't affect everybody and everything and like quite literally every aspect of your life. There are people that are probably straight up going to die because of the political decisions being made right now. That burns me the fuck up, dude. That makes me fucking furious. You know? We talk about getting the old heads out, and of course I get ads. Hell, you about to get Bengay ads, bro. We talk about old people so much, your fucking ad thing is gonna be like, oh, I know he old as shit. Old people keep coming up on this damn stream. Oh, baby. Sweet. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you don't have a stupid ass 3-minute timer telling you to win the fight now. Vivian is disgusting, man. The fact that she has free invincibility for a couple of seconds has to be like the craziest thing in this game. And this is a game with a lot of crazy things. Oh, fuck.
I swear on my blade.
Stop hiding, you little bitch. Ow! This is when I hate when Hoyo does this, and they love doing this shit. I despise when they make a boss that has a ton of invulnerability frames, that has a lot of like, I'm gonna waste your time ass powers. No game more than a Hoyo game does this stupid bullshit, bro. And of course, half of the difficulty stuff in this game is kill this boss in a limited amount of time. So it's like, okay, a lot of the content in this game is about beating an enemy within an allotted time. And then half the shit that you do in the game is like, I'm gonna create a boss where for multiple seconds, I'm just completely invulnerable to your attacks. What the fuck are they thinking when they do this? Bro said he's taking a Kit Kat break. Permission granted. You've put in your hours tonight, Owens. You deserve your Kit Kat, alright? Permission granted. Ah! Fuck. Like, I have iframes too, but I earned them. This fuck ass boss just be popping it out of nowhere. God damn. We're doing a lot of damage and it's just not enough. But that's my fault. I'm using an ice character when the game literally said, don't you fucking dare bring an ice character to this fight because it will be resisted. And they flipped me off and I went, ah, no. Alright, there you go. Owens, while I have you here, when we were playing the Star Rail, we were doing the collab event, the actual proper event mode, the time limit on that isn't anytime soon, right? As in like the time limited go do the cool shit. I hope that it's not anytime soon because I am like, you know, it's gonna take a minute, right? This boss is tanky as hell when you go up to like 8 difficulty. It makes me mad. Also, hello to Shroful. That's a good name. I wish there was a way to show you what my max was. I got all the way up to not this. I think I did 12. No, I didn't even do 12. I think I did 10 or 9. I wish it would show it here. I've done 15, but not in this patch or the last one. Lately, man, they've been jacking it up. I'm not gonna say I exactly like it, but at the same time, I guess it doesn't really matter because this is just for extra points, and the points don't really matter, you know. Oh yeah, perfect. Look, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, so difficulty 6, ether activity 8. This is like now, right? This is not like recent. Let me see. 3, 5, 7, 8, 8, 12. There it is. 8, 8, 4, no effect. And this is just the past month. So I've done 15, and the highest that I've done lately is 12. Ugh. Yeah, if you guys find a way to do this without wailing like a motherfucker, let me know. Let me know. Cause damn. Alright, I was actually going to build, or not build, I was gonna grind for Alice's materials. So let's do that. Alice. We're gonna find out everything that she needs because we pretty much maxed out Yuzuha. So let us see what Alice needs so that we can prep for her. She needs... Okay, what engine, or not engine, what set do we want to use on her? I think she uses Fang Metal, which is very strange. Because literally I think only one character in the game wants to use that, and it was... this chick, Nekomiya, right? But Alice wants to run. Oh! Turkey, honey, ham, and salami, pepperoni, provolone, pastrami. I mean, you startled me there, buddy. Almost. There we go. Anomaly, mastery, impact. I need to look at Alice's stuff in order for me to know what she wants. So for now, I'm gonna grind Fang Metal, but I'm gonna assume that she's gonna want to switch. And by grind, I literally just mean this. That's a 2-piece. That's a 4-piece. Ass! Attack, defense, AP. This could be decent. Not on her, but it could be decent. I am 100% going to pull for Alice's weapon, though, because it is a really good weapon. I'm going to get this real quick. Nobody look. Everyone turn around. Can I get some people ignores in the chat? Please and thank you. Let me have my privacy. But yeah, I hope for those of you that have Yuzuha that she is fitting into your teams as well as she is for me, cause damn, she feels incredible. Like I knew it from moment one, dude. The fucking any support character in a Hoyo game is going to make you very happy. They always do well. I need to find out what the thing that she not the XVP ZZZ Alice materials. If I could at least find out what boss I need to fight to get her material, I can grind that right now. Because I did sacrifice, but if I can do a little more, that'd be kind of nice. Nope, still doesn't say it. Do we not know? We have to know, right? Oh, it says Bringer on here. Is that true? Does Alice use Bringer, fellas? Where did this come from? Where did this thing saying that it is Bringer come from? Is this legit? Because I'll grind Bringer again if I must. It feels like every boss uses him. Excuse me, it feels like every character uses him. Yeah, it says Sycophant's Refinement and that little sword doohickey. Wait, what? What the fuck is this? This is saying that Alice is a damn Rupture character. No, she's not. Well, now I don't trust anything. Son of a bitch. She's an anomaly character. She's literally Miyabi, but physical. Did you guys know that? Alice's playstyle is very... It's like Miyabi and Evelyn had a baby. It's actually really good. Alright, we'll bring the new hotness on this. Yes. And then we'll replace you with that. I don't even know what this one does, but it just looks cool. Is her boss even in the game? Technically, it should be because this is the patch that she comes in. So if it's not a boss I have unlocked, it might be a boss that I unlock in 2.1, but I don't think that's the case. I'm not sure. Actually, I haven't did research for Zenla's character since Sanby. I do it for every character, but sometimes the information is a little slow to come up, you know? I do love this fight because of the music, though. I like, apparently a lot of people don't like the Bringer fight. I love the Bringer fight. I think the Bringer fight was the moment that I fell in love with the game, you know? Do you guys remember when I did this? I did the 1.4 on stream, and it felt like some fucking Avengers Assemble ass fight, you know? I was like hogging out of my mind, you know? Got him. Well, I got his doohickey. If you kill him fast enough, you can skip him doing this like 3 times. Unfortunately, you actually have to kill him pretty quickly to do it. And he's a bit of a bitch boy, So he's gonna try and spam that shit like as often as he can. Got him.
Charging slash.
Look at the damage on that, by the way. Yuzuha's damage is pretty impressive too.
Dares get between me and Lord Satan.
Boing! No! No! You see what I mean? We would have killed him there. But no, he wants to bring out his fucking nasty ass forearms. I didn't expect that camera angle. So I'ma say it, Vivian is a hard simp. That's crazy. What? Yeah, man. But have you done the story? Vivian's story stuff is actually, it's very well done. It's pretty crazy. Did I even drink water when I said I was gonna hydrate? I'm looking at a bottle of water next to me and that shit is full. God, the music in this game is so good. I just finished the story today, actually. You're caught up, then. You might be ahead of me, bro. If you did the shit for 2.1, you're ahead of me. Look out! Wait, Yuzuha actually had really solid damage for being resisted. Okay, I'm like not paying attention to the game right now. And I think it shows. I'm getting my ass beat. Yeah, I remember this fight and losing my mind. I was like, oh! Today was a zenless day for me. Oh, being able to skip is pretty useful. I remember I did the Hugo stuff and I had to skip because it's just, look, they're a lot better about it than Genshin, but it's still a Hoyo game. They still do a lot of yapping. And when they get to yap maxing, I get to yap minimize. And I skip everything, bro. I'll skip so much a character will die in a cutscene and I'll be like, huh? No way. No way. But yeah, if you guys, back to like what we were talking about earlier. Oh, get fucked. If you guys have cool movies that you would want to recommend for like a movie night, anything like that, if you look on the Discord, there's just a straight up tab that says movie recommendations. I'm not gonna say we're gonna watch every movie on there, but I can at least take the ones that you guys suggest, put them in a little batch, and then we can vote on it. We could be like, fellas, what are we playing? What are we watching tonight? Excuse me. You know, and I think that would be a really fun activity to do on stream together. I think that's lovely, if you ask me. I'd like to do that. We all know Nacho's still simping for the deer. Which one is that? In this game? Where's the deer at? Are you talking about Jane Doe? If you tell me which one it is, am I crazy? I feel like I fucking missed who you were talking about. Deer simping even? Who? Is there a deer in this game? Just in case, like, is there a deer in there? Pulchra's crazy. Look, I defend this game as hard as I can. I can't defend this. That design is fucking crazy. Who are we talking about? How do we feel about historical movies? Oh, that depends. No, the literal deer. The literal deer? Oh, Lord. There is one deer in fucking in Star Rail, the abundant deer. Ugh. From the Deathbringer Girls cutscene and the other one, I think. Oh, you might be talking about the ebon deer. That threw me off. Oh my goodness. It's deer hunting time. They're gonna add a deer to this game, and when they do, I'm in trouble. I can't play this game with one hand. That's another thing. We didn't even talk about that. They are straight up making games meant to be played with one hand. It is kind of them, because then you can, you can use the other hand to like drink water or play games, right? Oh yeah, Bunny had asked, what rank is everyone's team in Uma Musume? I think I'm like, I'll tell you right now. Let's boot it up. Boot it up. I tried Air Groove for the first time. She's incredible. I literally, without knowing anything about Air Groove or how good or bad she is, I managed to do her whole career and get to the URA finale with just her. I was like, damn, is she a sleeper pick or what? All right, I got Uma Musume booted up. I'm gonna just show you the screenshot of my teams. I don't know why it's so blurry all of a sudden. There we go. Yeah, so my team ranking, like all of them together, is 81,141. My best characters are Marzensky's number one, which is good because she's my favorite, right? Sakura Bakshin, Suzuka, Air Groove right there. Opera, Condor, Marzensky, Daiwa Scarlet, Goku, Gold Ship. I tried Haru Urara for the memes. I can't do it. Bourbon is supposed to be incredible. I can't get a win with her, dude. Every time I this is gonna sound so bad. Every time I play as Bourbon, I do worse with her every time. So I'm like, girl, I don't know what the fuck you want. I don't know how to help you. You need to help me help you, my man. I can't get a win with her. And I thought she'd be really good. I can't get a win with her. This is the card that everybody needs to be getting right now. You see this? Let me go to it. Here we go. It's called Fire at My Heels, Kita-san Black. This card, not the racer, this card is crazy. Like, crazy. The skills are good. The support events are, well, perfect, you know? Get that card no matter what. Everything else can fall into place afterwards. You know what I mean? And fortunately, it's going to be here for 2 weeks, so you have plenty of time. They're going to be throwing polls our way. You know the fucking vibes. So hypothetically, we should have enough time to get the card, and this is one that you don't want to miss out on. I know I sound like a fucking ad when I talk like that, but like, fellas, you don't want to miss out on this one. But all right, everybody, I need to go to sleep because I'm gonna have a very crazy day of work tomorrow. So I'm gonna send you guys off to another streamy. We have a lot of good people on tonight. We got my twin brother Jake Rooney. We have Queenie Leo playing Digimon. Corvus is playing Chrono Arc. I have no idea what that is. May's playing Marvel Rivals, and Maddie's playing Overwatch. Damn. Giz was so bad with Bourbon. I don't know a single person who's won her damn I don't know a single person who's won her story mode. She's good. Like, I know she's good. But why do I feel like I can't do well with her? I don't understand. I'm gonna rate out to... Let's rate out to Corvus, I'm gonna say. It's been a minute since I've rated him. I don't know what the fuck Chrono Arc is. How dare you? Uh-oh! We have a special guest appearance. Good game, Gizmo. That's very funny. Not gonna lie, I'm probably heading over to Jake's. Let me see. He's like getting ready for Donkey Kong. He's gonna go fucking stupid on that. Okay, I'm looking. I just put on his screen for like 10 seconds. I think we have to raid Jake now. Thanks for the stream. Big lurking, but getting ready to get my monkey on. Oh, I know that feeling. I'm about to go bananas, bro. Yeah, everybody, we're gonna play some fucking Donkey Kong Bonanza tomorrow. I do have work, so it's gonna be. I'll probably get on as early as I can and go as late as I can, but I am at the mercy of my job. I've already got 30 hours this week. It's only been 3 days. That should tell you plenty right fucking there, right? Guys, seriously, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I know we talked about some seriously heavy topics, but I genuinely think I have like the best community on Twitch. We're not big, but we are a peaceful. What was that joke that one guy said? He was like, "We are a non-violent racist group." That's us, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. Seriously. Let's hit it. Let's raid out to Jake Twitchin. As for the raid message, I didn't actually have them loaded up in the chamber. Let's hit him with the fucking. Let's go bananas. We are a racist group. That's what the Naja community is called, the racists. Oh god. One day this channel's gonna get nuked. Everyone's gonna go, what happened? This is what happened. But no, I had a great time tonight. I appreciate everybody. Let's go right out to Yake Twitchin. Copy paste, let's go bananas. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some Donkey Kong. Good night, everybody. Good night.